Were you there that night at Over the
Yes.
Edge 19? Oh, you
Yeah, I
were
was
there.
there. Yeah, I was there that night. It was surreal for everybody there, but I'm sure watching too, because we didn't know what happened. I remember going from the gorilla out to the ring, and Lawler was coming back, and everybody was in shock. But we met Lawler halfway up the aisle, and he looked at us. I don't remember who was with him, but he said, "I think he's dead." So people were working on him in the ring. Then we went back, and they wheeled him right past the back and took him to the hospital. So that we didn't know he's passed away. I think until hour and a half, 2 hours later, might have been. I'm not quite. I don't remember the time frame, but yeah, it was a really surreal night, horrible night.
So he was actually supposed to wrestle the Godfather, and he was coming out first. And obviously he's going to propel down. He's going to do the Blue Blazer gimmick. Man, just crazy. So Ibsen says, "How was the vibe that night? Were you guys trying to stay upbeat, upbeat one towards the other? Did you not want to be on camera for the on-air tributes during the Owen Hart show?"
No, I did one for the on camera. They probably didn't put it on, but it's somewhere on YouTube, I think, or somewhere on the tape. But no, I did one. But I think everybody did one, so they cut it down for time, and I wouldn't I wasn't on TV at that time. But the vibe was shock. The vibe was disbelief. I think, and everybody was going different places that night too. I wound up at the hotel, TV hotel, and everybody was trying to find out more information because I don't. I went to my room that night, and it was on the news. I remember calling my wife, and everybody was still in shock the next day at TV. And I believe Vince had a meeting and told everybody if they wanted to work, they could. If they don't want to, they don't have to. And then they set up the tributes where everybody could go out and cut something in the TV locker room. So, yeah, I think it really was just a feeling of sadness and disbelief that night. And you would have moments of not crying, and then you would cry, and people would cry. So that was the vibe. It was again. It's like going to a concert and trying to tell you about it. You had to have been there to feel it, and you felt it, man. You felt the sorrow. You felt the sadness. So that's what it was. And I think trying to stay upbeat, yeah, probably trying to stay. I don't know if it's just in the moment from not crying, give you a break, and maybe talk and just be there and not say anything too. That's what I got out of it.
Ibsen also asks, "Were you in the first minute in the Raw's? Oh, you were in the first minute of the Raw is Owen tribute, standing next to the Red Rooster, Terry Taylor,
Yeah,
under the Titantron for the 10-bell salute. But how was that night for you? Were you and your brother in gorilla position?"
yeah, yeah. It was. So it was a sad, somber, uh, heavy night. You felt heaviness. So yeah, because that was how does that happen? You
Right.
know what I mean? How does that happen? And it did. And so now it's in front of you, and you got to feel it. You got to face it because you know the sun's going to go down, and it'll rise again the next day. And how do you keep moving on with that? So I think that's probably what I was thinking. I don't know if everybody was thinking, but
So, I mean, big lawsuit, of course, from Martha Hart and the Hearts. I think it was $18 million they had settled on for that. So, man, it's just crazy. Who knows? I mean, its life is worth more than that. It's
yeah, yeah,
priceless,
yeah. I
but
mean,
but it's
but
crazy
that's
to
the
think.
thing
Yeah.
that you can't. Yeah. What do you do in that case? What was done? There's no compensation for Owen. You can't say, well, I'll take this. You know, she'd rather have Owen.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please help me out and like this video, then click the subscribe and get notifications buttons so you don't miss any of my latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Follow us on Facebook at the Hannibal TV for more live streams and videos. And while you're at it, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at the Hannibal TV.